Tonight on Face Off Hockey Show, I'm not talking by myself for a long time. Huh? Hey, how about that? We got some Stanley Cup Finals. We got some coaching things. We got some stuff. We got some trade stuff and everything. Stay tuned. We don't know what's going on either. It's Face Off Hockey Show right now.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
a breakaway. Takes two
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Oh, yes!
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
We got intro music, kids. You know what that means? It means Johnny P's back.
I'm back.
Huzzah!
Okay, now my video works.
Hey, there it is.
I'm back.
Welcome
I
to
came
Facebook
back.
Hockey Show. He did. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but we don't know what. A lot of stuff and not a lot of stuff. And then a lot of stuff is with Lyle Richardson. We'll talk about the NAHL draft.
Is there a game tonight?
No, it's tomorrow.
Okay.
The only game tonight, Raptors and Golden State Warriors, game 3 in that series, tied up at 1. If you're into the basketball.
So that means the Raptors have a better chance of winning before the Leafs do.
Oh, yeah. No, they've already gone further than the Leafs have in many years. So fun to watch. So, Johnny, you came back from England.
I did.
Jolly old England. The motherland, some would call it.
Some.
Not us.
Nope.
We won a war.
Yeah.
Couple of them.
Yep.
How was it? What was your experience? Seemed like you did a lot of drinking. There was some footy.
There's a lot of drinking. I drank 41 beers in 7 days.
Interesting. It's about 6 beers a night.
Like 6.5-ish.
6.5. Under 6. It's if you do 41 divided by 7.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yes, 41. I should have gone to 42.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been smarter of me, but I didn't.
But now we're fractals.
Yep, but I missed out on it. I walked. Let's see. So 41 beers, 7 days. I walked 39.63 miles.
Hey.
That's an average of 12,271.7 steps daily for a week. 85,902 steps.
Nice.
My sleeping wasn't there, not up to par. But I'll try to make up for it now that I'm home. My body's been screwed up this week, though. I've been awake at like 3:30 and 4 o'clock in the morning all week long. But yeah, all in all, good time. York is a fun city. We went to the Guy Fawkes Inn.
Ooh.
Yes, it was where Guy Fawkes was born. They had the masks from V for Vendetta that you could buy. I did not buy one. I already have one.
I was gonna say you got that one covered.
Got it covered. What else? I taught the Europeans how to play Uno.
Saw that. How was that for them to get to figure out what the hell was going on with that game?
They really like the game now that I taught them. I had to give them some modified rules because there was a 6-year-old, and it was more fun if we used some of the cards for different purposes. Plus that card that says switch directions, I don't think he would really get, so we didn't use those cards. We used them as something else. So we made up some modified rules. But all in all, everybody had a good time with Uno. We had a cookout. We played some football. I did not hurt myself. I kind of did. My ankle hurts. And yeah, getting there was a trip, literally and figuratively.
I was gonna say I'm surprised it was only 7 days you had to drink because you were in the lovely Netherlands.
Yes, I made it to Amsterdam when I shouldn't have been. I brought home a Dutch Red Bull though. Not exactly sure what's in there, but it
That sounds like
definitely
something
has
we can find on Urban Dictionary.
a Dutch Red Bull. So let's see if we can find that. So yeah, definitely have a Dutch Red Bull. Brought home some couple other tiny English Red Bulls from that with taurine.
That delicious taurine.
Taurine's the best. And I brought home 11 beers with me.
Is that the limit? What is the limit? I don't even know the limit.
I think you can bring in as much beer as you want. That'll fit in a case. But my bag was like 50 pounds. I'm like, I don't even have this much clothing. But yeah, all in all, they all made it home. But yeah, on the way, definitely missed a flight to Manchester. Ended up in Amsterdam.
How about that?
I mean, I can think of weirder places to end up, I guess.
Worst places, definitely.
Yeah, but I traveled with Kim and Emma. They mother and daughter. They were on the same flight from Baltimore on the way to Manchester. Missed the flight, so we all flew together. We had a jolly old time. I was wearing a Baltimore Blast T-shirt, so it kind of gave me away that I was flying from Baltimore.
I was gonna say, it kind of made you a little bit of a tourist.
Yeah, well, here's what it is.
Hey.
So yeah, so all in all, I'm home. This is the latest I've been awake, I think, all week.
Nice.
So yeah, so I missed last week's show, though. I was asleep.
We noticed that.
Yeah, I was asleep.
Yeah, sounds about right. Nothing wrong with that. You had quite the adventure.
I did. I had an adventure.
So my week, a lot of things are happening. So Jen gets an email. Well, we're house hunting, so there's that.
Good things happening.
We got some decent things happening.
Okay.
Looking at houses, always an adventure. Especially in our price range.
Mark just got a new house.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about this off the air.
I will tell you the story off the air then.
Yeah, I'll take the under on it. I took the under on the other house, so hey, there we go. I don't want my database to update. Kaspersky. Kaspersky.
The Russians are listening to us.
Yeah. Thank God someone is. So, doing the house thing, doing the dance. It's been hot as hell here. We've gotten in the mid 90s here in North Dakota. Yeah, it's pretty.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Is hell frozen over?
If it is, yeah. So, what happened? That's right. So Jen gets an email. She gets UND emails all the time, and she looked at this one and said, "Oh, there's going to be a rummage sale at the old gymnasium. It's going to be athletic stuff." So she's thinking like old soccer cleats, old jerseys, and she was right on. What we didn't think was going to happen is there was old hockey gear there. There was like old friction tape. There was the bag that holds the steel for the skates. They had that bag there. They had like banners for the Frozen or for the NCAA tournaments. It was great.
You could buy the banners.
Yeah, you could buy the banners.
Huh.
Like T-shirts were $1. The banners were like they were negotiable. You could buy it like the baseball team's gone, so they had all the baseball stuff to get rid of. You could buy like one of those dummy mounds that you could use inside the gym for $3.
Oh, shit! I mean, I don't have a reason why I need one, but I would have put it right in the middle of my basement so that somebody had to walk over it.
It'd have been great, and they can do their wind up. If we had a baseball show, that'd be the perfect thing to welcome in guests. But there was some hockey stuff. There was like hockey socks, cages, old steel, old toque holders. Toque the blade holder, not the toque helmet holder, or the knit cap holder.
I would love to see a toque holder.
That'd be great. But then, so Jen found this for me. It's a right-handed blocker.
Ooh,
nice condition. So, I think this is from the women's team. It looks like one of
is that a player's number on there, or is that just the steel? Is that the Vaughn sign?
That's the Vaughn the Velocity 4.
All right.
So there's this. So this was $3.
Oh,
pretty good
$3
deal for $3.
$3.50.
About $3.50. So I just need to like magic eraser this, and it'll be good as new. And then she found these, and she tried them on, and they were too big. But she's like, I think they're your size. lo and behold, I went there, and first off, she was sitting on them.
So no one else would take them.
Exactly. And roll back and go because it's big, ladies. And she's like, I think they're your size, and I think they are my size. I have goalie pads now.
That's beautiful.
I have goalie pads.
They look fantastic too. I like the black and green.
Yeah, this is the former UND women's goalie Jordan Dagfrund.
Okay.
She is now a physical personal trainer.
She seems tall.
Yeah. No, these are 33 plus ones. So 33 inches plus 1 inch, obviously.
Thank you.
$3.
What?
$3 for those pads.
Hold on. How are the pads and the blocker the same price?
All the equipment's $3. You could go buy a fake mound for $3. You could go buy a tackling dummy for $3. I got goalie pads for $3.
We could have gotten tackling dummies.
I know. I wish there was tackling dummies there. Sadly, there wasn't, but there should have been. So yeah, I have about two.
Is this the first time they've done this?
They do this like every other year.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
They probably could do it next year with all the stuff that was left over because I went Saturday when it was open to the public, and there was still a ton of crap left. So yeah, I have goalie pads, so I'm going to be a goalie now.
Okay.
I'll get free ice time, so there's that. I just need to get goalie skates that are big, wide enough for my fat foot.
Can you shoot the puck with a goalie stick from wherever you are?
How great would that be if I just start winding up? If I thin out the paddle enough so I can get a good grip at the bottom? How great would that be?
You're the first goalie ever to switch sticks with a defender, and you just
real Russ Tyler it,
like rip into a slap shot from your own crease.
That'd be great.
It's a slap shot that gets off the ice 3.5 feet and stays there for the length of the ice sheet.
We've never seen this before. What in the hell? God, I can't find it. I got Johnny some stuff too. They had I think they were, I don't know if it was men's or women's soccer jerseys. There were soccer jerseys there. So those were $1. Or even the better part, you could get those little like plastic bags that say thank you on it. If you could fill that up with anything you wanted for $5. And then by Saturday they're just like, here's a big box. Fill everything you want. It's $10 out the door. We need to get rid of this shit.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
well, that's good on them, because I feel like more places should do stuff like that, because they just have this stuff sitting around and no one's using it.
Well, yeah, I mean, hell, the women's program shut down like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Chris says that you can try out for the Bruins goalie because they need a goalie.
They need a goalie. You know what? If I hone my skills enough, I could be backup for the Edmonton Oilers in like 2 years.
Shit, you could back up the Flyers now.
I could have been the ninth guy.
Oh,
I could have been
somebody.
I could have been the ninth shooter in the shootout
On the grassy knoll?
Yeah. So Jordan Dagfrund.
Okay.
She is from Norway.
Yeah.
She's 5'6" and wears a 33-inch pad.
Ooh.
So
interesting. Extremely long legs, or did the pads come up to like her midsection?
The pads probably came up to her midsection.
Mm.
I'm looking at a picture right now of her.
So 41 or 34-inch pads, right?
Uh-huh.
I am 63 inches total. So that is
it's about half your body.
Little over half of my body.
Yeah.
Covered in goalie pads.
That's a hell of a
thing. I might not
thing,
even
isn't
need a chest protector at that point.
No, at that point, it's just like, hey, let's do this. This looks like
a
Why the hell
stand-up
not?
goalie because I can't go into a butterfly.
stand-up goalie because I can't freaking move. See, it looks like the pads like went up halfway up her pant.
Mm. Nice.
So, yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
there we go. Like half my goaltending equipment for $6.
Well, just wait 2 more years. They'll have a chest protector and a glove too.
Right, and I'll just have to get the pants, and I'll be good to go, and the skates. But like I said, finding skates for my wide foot is is interesting. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
In any case, Yeah, so that was my week. And then following the it's been a stupid week at work, so I really couldn't care less about that. The Maryland Black Bears had a draft yesterday.
They did have a draft. Chris said he used the biggest pads he could get away with because he's a big baby.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man.
Oh, sorry. When it comes to getting hit with the puck, not just in general.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if it is in general, no worries, man. Listen. We are not one to judge here on Face Off Hockey Show, except when we do. Except when we do.
It's true. U.S. Soccer is playing Jamaica in Washington, D.C. right now.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that going for them?
Not sure.
Are they playing at Rivka?
No, they're playing at Audi.
Ah, okay. Because something was playing at Rivka the other weekend or the other week.
It's 0-0 in the 9th minute.
Nice. Yeah, somebody was playing at RFK the other day. Can't remember who. Yeah. Oh well.
I'm surprised it's still standing.
Right? Wow, somebody's outside having a good time. I don't know if you can hear that, but motorcycle season is happening. All right, let's get cracking with the knacking, because we have a fun Patreon segment.
Okay, so I'm playing music.
Hit my music. Oh yeah. Who's down and out with some blues? Maybe some black and bruised. It's the Face Off Hockey Show injury reports.
I'm not even joking. I was driving last week or 2 weeks ago before I left for England, and the actual song came on because I was just playing my phone, and I go, "Oh yeah!"
Awesome. Zdeno Chara, broken jaw, allegedly. Oh. He is day to day. He broke it during Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. Braden Shen's shot deflected off Chara's stick, rode up and right into his chops. He let off the bench. This was in the second period. He stayed on the bench for the third period with a bubble on, didn't play. And you know how I know that? Because they wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. Every 6 seconds. Hey, talking at it, Chara still not playing. He's on the bench. Oh my, Zdeno Chara is still on the bench. Horses, Zdeno Chara on the bench, horses. Belmont. That was the NBC broadcast.
Because Edio was actually at Belmont. He was just watching a TV, talking to the other two.
They're green screening them in. So there's that.
By the way, I can't wait to see what the fuck happens at Belmont this weekend after the first 2 races of the Triple Crown. Like somebody's going to enter the race on a motorcycle.
One horse is going to win it running backwards. So Chara's, we don't know if he's going to be out. Game 5 is tomorrow. And you know what, Johnny? We're just a couple days away from the greatest day in hockey history.
You mean when the Capitals won the Stanley Cup?
The Capitals won the Stanley Cup. June 7th, 2018.
The Capitals are doing a great thing in showing all the videos from last year's playoff.
They're doing the broadcast fucking Friday night.
Perfect.
NBCSN or whatever the hell they call NBC Washington is going to do that.
As they should. I'll probably get drunk and watch it again.
Why not? Have the same reaction. It's new to you.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen it.
Been a while since All right.
Actually, not really. It's on my DVR still.
Right. It's like I have a zip drive of it. Or not a zip drive, a thumb drive. Came in.
I was like, what? Like, wow.
Wow, talk about archaic technology.
Did you get the old zip drive? The like with the real thick like 1.44 megabyte zip drive when that was a thing.
Did you also upload music to a Zune, you old fuck? Jesus Christ. By the way, I remember when
if
people...
you still had a zip drive, that would probably be worth money at this point. The only problem is that in order for you to get the money, it would take you 44 zip drive discs.
Right. By the way, remember when the Zune was the big thing during that draft weekend in Ottawa?
Oh, the Zune.
The kids loved it because it just
Kids
came out in
loved it.
Canada. By the way, your boy is going to got official word, AOK credential wise.
I saw that. Nice work, you and Cassie.
Me, Cassie, and then from the Grand Forks Herald, award-winning writer Brad Schlossman, and from Midco TV, the play-by-play voice of your UND Fighting Hawks, Alex Heinert.
You're gonna have a good crew with you.
We're gonna be running deep, and then Sean Leahy will be there too.
I can't wait until you guys find a hipster bar that sells bacon and beer again.
I told him it's gonna be a poutine bar, and he can't order his own beer because it's all fucking Molson Canadian.
Yeah, but, oh, that's why. I thought you meant the cheese on the poutine was perfectly matched with the shitty beer that came with it.
Nope, it's all Molson Canadian.
They're like they give you 4 beers though in the flight, and they're like, these are perfectly matched, and everybody's like, this is weird. They all taste like Molson Canadian, and you just look over. There's 15 taps of Molson Canadian,
and like one of Rickards Red.
Oh yeah, I didn't think that. I didn't think flying to England, coming back for 2 weeks, and then flying 3,000 miles in the other direction was going to be a ideal situation for my body.
Well, plus I'm staying at the campus of UBC because their campus has 2 hotels, and I picked a hotel to live there because it's substantially cheaper than anything closer to the rink.
Should be.
It was about $150 a night cheaper than anything within 3 more miles. So I'm 7 miles away from the rink. The other closest one was 4.5, and that was like $280.
Jesus,
like, Jesus, fuck.
That's why we stayed in the. That's why we stayed at the Dufferin last time,
right? And then we went out to Richmond, not Virginia.
We needed to. Let's be honest.
Well, here's the thing: with the savings from the flight, because I'm saving money from flying from Winnipeg, and the savings from the hotel.
Smart.
Yeah, I'm renting a car, so round trip from Grand Forks would have been $950.
Oh,
I paid $230. That's including upgrades for my flight to Vancouver. I haven't booked a flight back yet.
All right,
So,
you're just staying.
I'm just gonna hang out there. Drive to Seattle, see what's up.
All right.
Erik Karlsson, back on the hockey train, had groin surgery. He said he's going to be ready for next season. So congratulations to him.
Okay, he's been hurt for almost a whole season.
Right. Patreon. We have Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. Patreon is a thing we do. It helps us. Helps support us, and you help support us. So we help support each other. You guys are the bra to our titties of podcasts. I don't think that was a good.
I think that's fine.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, if not, we'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
You could be like Chris or Matthew or Damon or Mark or Trista, Brian, Jeff, Kevin, Ethan, Mitch, Angela, or Sean. They support us. You can too. Patreon.com/FaceOffHockeyShow. You can help pick a segment. Pick what we talk about. We give you 2 options. You pick one of them. We thank you for that. And this week, Johnny, I am happy to do this one. Not that I'm not happy to do the other ones.
Okay.
This one is near and dear to my heart. Every year around this time, I get an email. It says, you haven't logged in a year. We're going to eliminate it in 90 days if you don't log in. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back in time.
Is this the NHL media website?
Close. It's BraveNet. Remember when we do newsletters, Johnny?
Oh,
remember when we did
really?
newsletters?
I bet you I'm signed out. Damn it! I bet you they got rid of my account. Letters. Oh, we get letters.
So the first one was sent November 21st, 2002, titled Mike Modano Press Conference. This is when we first got the NHL media website, and we could deal with their mass press conference calls and link to them.
Weren't we on one of them? Once?
We were on all of them, and I think we asked a question in a couple of them. So that one doesn't have an email for some reason. The next one, November 27th, 2002. The BCM Hockey Newsletter weekly BCM Hockey Network weekly newsletter.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
And this is when we did the 5 minutes of face off afterwards, or which would be the preclude to the overtime segment, which was a preclude to what we do with the Patreon, but we get you to pay. So,
which is irony at this point that there's 5 minutes of overtime,
right? Then we go to a verbal
with
shootout
4 people.
Basically, what this show was, it was the 5 minutes of face off. So the extra show in the newsletter, all you had to do was sign up. Where now you had to pay us $5 a month.
That's true.
But
well, I mean, the internet has evolved.
Yes, pay raises. It's amazing. This is a post 9/11 world. So is this, but don't worry about it. November 27th, 2002. Any fucking clue what we talked about, Johnny?
November 27th, 2002. No, none. I'm gonna say that we might have talked about the Capitals losing for the first time because they had those hockey fights cancer stickers put on their helmets.
That was well after this one. That was Ovechkin era when the cancer stickers happened. That was Perry Hall era.
Okay.
The November 27th show. The big show is up and running once again. This week we'll talk to the daily trade. We'll be talking the daily trade rumors with Lawrence and
Did Sean write this?
He might have. Byron Dafoe. No, it was stupid 19-year-old me.
Okay.
Byron Dafoe is back between the pipes for Atlanta. Remember that.
Oh.
We'll rate his performance. Big news on the horizon for the show. The network gets a new logo. Man, run-on sentence much, Scott? How are you a writer? And the Isles get grilled for their 3rd jerseys. And they did.
Oh, there's the orange ones?
Yep.
Yes.
All that and your fantasy hockey updates. Listen to get all the hockey hilarity and hijinks. The 5 minutes of face-off. This week we rant about rivalries. Not much has changed in this show.
Weird.
Out of the box segment, a new segment. I can't spell segment apparently. That will talk. No, I think this was Sean who wrote that.
Yep.
Out of the box, a new segment is capitalized. That will talk to people around the game about the game we love. Starts December 5th, 2002.
I don't even remember that.
Me neither. I don't think it got off the ground.
Okay, maybe Sean just made it up for this newsletter.
Let's all right, so let's check it out. So the newsletter on December 4th. Let's see if this is the next one.
This is amazing. It's a blast from the past.
Oh, it was a Poisel segment. That's what it was. Because December 4th show, we have John Buccigross on.
Oh, Johnny Buccigross. Before he became a big douchebag.
Right, before he became a thing. Became an ass. The coaching axe falls for 2 victims. We'll put them into perspective. 2 players get sent down to the minors. 1 reports, the other doesn't. Bah, bah, bah. Hilarity ensues. Find out who we're talking about. Some players of name are hit. Oh, some players of name have been hit with the injury bug, and see how Zamboni ruins Mark Pickham's pick. Nice.
Good.
I'm glad
that was Mark.
All this and a special guest possible. The 5th segment was first quarter of the season. Out of the box. For our first ever out of the box, Chris Poisel speaks with Hershey Bear announcer John Walton.
Oh,
hey.
Wow.
And at the end, we also had like a fortune cookie thing. Please feel free to forward this to 7 of your friends, and you will have good luck, in parentheses, in bed.
Interesting. So we talked to John Walton in 2002.
We didn't. Chris Poisel did.
But it was on our show.
It was on our network. God, this is great.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I can't wait until we get to the newsletter where the St. John's, whatever they were called, moved in the middle of the season after I picked them that week.
Right. December 11th, Lowridge's from Specters Hockey joins us to clear up many things that seem to be floating around the rumor mill. Coaching carousels continue to turn. We'll talk some World Junior Championship news and tell you how Johnny put up 28 goals in this week's pick'em.
Whoa.
You'll have to listen for the wild explanation. The 5th segment, rant about the first quarter of the season. Surprise as well. It's like we fucking just didn't go away from that.
No, we didn't care.
Out of the box, Chris Poisel speaks with Roanoke Express assistant coach Tony McCulley, also the coach of DeMatha Hockey.
Was this Poisel segment? Was he just
it was a Poisel segment.
People and then we put it on our show.
He talked to people he knew.
Okay.
It was a Chris Poisel talk to people he knows segment.
Chris Poisel.
December 18th. Our last live show of 2002. Oh, then we did best ofs.
That's true.
Oh, we got to find a best of and put that up as an extra show.
I have
I have them too.
I have a best of, I think, somewhere in my house.
I got a couple of them.
I think I have the best of 2003 on a CD.
Nice. That was a good one because I actually went in the studio and
That was like the
did
15
professional cuts.
Yeah, that was the good one. Yeah. I'll see if I can find that. I think it's upstairs.
Last show of 2002. You don't know who will show up. We don't either. We love surprises. We have some surprising injuries, trades, and rookies. We'll hang our stockings on the chimney as we dream of the World Juniors and Four Nations Cup. I didn't. We had insight and insanity, holiday cheer and woes. It's everyone's dysfunctional family. Tune in to find out how dysfunctional. Fifth segment. Christmas wishes for the teams in need. And Chris Poisel segment, he talks to Nelson Burton. It's basically Chris talks to people he know that made it in hockey.
The Chris Poisel segment. Chris Poisel talks to Chris Poisel.
Oh, that'd be great. Chris Poisel talks to his sperm. Figure what the fuck's up.
Chris Poisel talks to Chris Poisel's baby mama.
And the Chris Poisel segment stays until January 1st.
And then it's done.
Right? Kind of. Fifth segment, New Year's resolutions on the 11th. Oh, here's one. This is not in line with everything else. BCM announces improved audio quality.
Oh!
All right, so this is March 3rd, 2003.
Is this when we stole WPSC's radio equipment?
I don't know because now it's not showing up. Boo.
Oh.
That sucks. I want to see this email.
No, we definitely got WPSC's radio equipment in like the middle of the spring.
And I think we also bumped up bandwidth too.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe Sean got maybe that's when Sean got the T1 line.
That would line up. Because I think we were in
the
Crofton.
T1 line.
Oh, wow.
Those are the days.
Holy shit. March 12th show was amazing.
Okay. What was it?
So March 12th, 2003. The trade deadline brings bedlam to many of the critics' minds, but luckily we have Lyle Richardson to help us through.
Yeah.
We'll talk to the NHLFA spokesperson, Liam McGuire, who is an insufferable prick, by the way.
Perfect.
About the NHL and maybe some trivia around because he feels he's a self-proclaimed trivia person or whatever. Not to mention, we welcome Frank Purcelli from BlackhawkZone.com to talk about the transaction, the Hawks, and how they may fare down the home stretch. We'll have all that and recover from the deadline. The overtime, winners and losers of the trade deadline. Is Blackhawk Zone still a thing?
We've outlasted a lot of things that were on our show.
We've really, nope, it is not there anymore. By the way, the affiliates are great. We put the affiliates in there.
Yeah, we had affiliates.
Canucks Corners, Devil Infos, IslesInfo.com, SaberFans.com, Spectres Hockey, Tracy's Av page, and the teams, Bridgeport Sound Tigers, Chicago Wolves, and Lowell Lockmonsters. What was the last one we sent out? 2007. Wow, we
you know that by the way, you realize that our Twitter still auto sends messages back to people when they follow us, and I have no idea how to change that.
Nice. It's always a plus. Oh, this sucks. It seems that like anything in 2007 when we put the new newsletter out there. Here we go. June 7th, 2007.
Okay.
Here we go. So first off, our affiliates are Stay at the Airport.
Yes, that's because they gave us probably the most money out of anybody.
They did by giving us no money at all. They gave us what we like to call in the business payola. CCM Hockey.
Yes, CCM Hockey.
FHM NHL Locker Room.
Yep.
When I used to write there. Canucks Corner, Spectres Hockey, Playoff Beard.
Playoff Beard.
PatDavid.com and FantasyHockey.com. And you can find the Face Off Hockey Show podcast powered by FeedBurner, the FOHS message boards, FOHS email address, and FOHS on MySpace.
Wow, this was big for us. This is when we were big time.
So this show was literally 12 years. 12 years on. It's the last night. It's the last night of the regular. It's the last show of the regular season, as the Stanley Cup will be decided tonight or sometime before the next show. Okay. Lyle Richardson will talk about Alexei Yashin buyout, the Conn Smythe, and other free agent news. Michael McKinley from Hockey: A People's History will join us to talk about his companion book to the CBC
Oh.
documentary, which, by the way, I found the book while I was cleaning out my garage.
I still have it. It's upstairs on my.
I do too.
That thing's amazing.
We'll update you about the minor league hockey, blah, 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 blah. So there we go. New T-shirts runs happening. Email in. Woo! Ireland. T-shirts, baby.
T-shirts.
We should take a poll on Twitter. I should start a poll on Twitter if we should start the mailing.
Are you a
list
poll
again.
on Twitter?
I am a poll on Twitter because I have ski in my last name.
Oh.
Like, this is fantastic. I am so glad BraveNet made me sign in on this.
How did
Jesus,
how did you
man.
remember your password, or do you just click forget password and make a new one each year?
I automatically have it saved to Google and I never change it, so it's there.
Oh, that's so good.
You run a T-shirt. My God, this is amazing. This is
Which run of T-shirt does it say? Is that the red one?
2007. I think was the red one.
I
So
don't
that would
have
have been.
I don't think I have a single one of our T-shirts.
I have a red one. Jen has my black one, and I have the gray one as well.
I have a black Sydney Who T-shirt, and a red Sydney Who T-shirt also. I think.
I want to say the gray one was "If you're not laughing, it hasn't happened to you." And I think the red
one was bigger than Texas.
Yeah,
right?
we're bigger than Texas.
Yeah, we're bigger than Texas.
All right, let's go to. Oh, here are some good ones. We're in 2005, so this is
Was it-
lockout territory.
Yeah, so 2000. So the lockout was when we picked up like 35,000 listeners.
Just when we started to peak. Here we go.
During the lockout was when we had like almost 75,000 listeners that year.
Oh my God, and we put Around the Fish Wrap links on the show.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's great. So February 2nd, 2005, a huge show for you minor league hockey supporters out there. We'll talk to new faces in town in Motor City and the landscape of the UHL. Lara Richardson will join us to talk about how the draft would work out if something is not resolved. ECHL was busy this week introducing 2 new teams moving westerly. Justin Pogge and Ryan White of the Calgary Hitmen join us to talk about how they feel about being the new kids in town and what needs to be done to help accelerate the Hitmen in the playoffs. This is when
Were you in Calgary?
this is my first year in Calgary, I think.
Oh,
Covering the Hitmen. We'll also talk about AHL All-Star Game, the NHL Future Stars, and we'll go around the fish wraps to show how technology increases the hilarity of the show as a whole. New look. As you can tell by listening to the show, the Face Off Hockey Show has a new look. The website has been revamped by
tell by listening to the show. The Face Off Hockey Show has a new look. That is perfect.
the fine folks at the Terada Group. They have worked their fingers to the bone in order to make it even easier to navigate and look at. Oh, Jesus Christ.
If we did nothing in our time of doing this show, we were really good at bargaining and bartering with other companies.
Fuck, did we barter and trade really well?
Because we would get, I mean, God, I have to have the CCM hockey stuff in my house somewhere.
I found my jacket the other day.
And then didn't we get jackets and hats from USA Hockey when we put the USA World
Oh, the World
Championships
Juniors, yeah.
on?
Yeah, no, I still have that. I wear that every winter. It's fantastic. It's a fleece jacket.
Nice.
Oh, it's so amazing. I wear that constantly around here in winter because it's nice and warm. Yeah, but that was 2000. That was before I left, I think. So that was 2004-ish.
Because that was when Sean was staying up all night long so that he could put the games on because they were playing at like 2:30 in the morning or
Yeah, they're
something
playing
like
in
that.
like fucking Finland. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Like, I'm just.
Reminiscing. Back when Lyle Richardson was a guest.
Right? And then we just he became like the 5th Beatle.
Well, when Mark stopped being on the show, we needed. Just kidding.
Like this week. All right, so here we go. July 27th, 2005. Well, here we go. It was a best of show because it was wedding weekend for your boy.
Oh, and we were all up there.
We were all, yep, exactly.
That was when I was trying to talk to the waitress and I got cock-blocked by Jeopardy.
Exactly.
Kind of like just making a really low wager and losing after you've won Jeopardy for a really long time.
Exactly. And here's a great one. FOHS on MySpace. Through the wonders of the internet, Face Off Hockey Show is now on MySpace. MySpace is a community where people from all walks of life come together and chill out. What a concept! So if you want to join us for the frequent updates of our blog and what's coming up on the show, you can join us there.
MySpace, the Betamax of social media.
Oh shit!
MySpace used to be really good for music and podcasts, though.
Remember when we had guests?
Well, you used to be able to put like Podcast Pickle like embedded on your MySpace page, and people could just listen directly from the MySpace page.
It's true. God damn, I got to keep some of these up for Lyle. God damn it. John Buccigross on Face Off Hockey Show. That was in January of 2006.
Was that the one where he was at the restaurant with
No, that was 2004 when he was with Saunders and Melrose. And
was that during the Stanley Cup playoffs, like the finals,
it was.
maybe, when he took the call like right before his pasta came out?
Yeah, exactly. So he had to be quick. On January 16, 2006, we made people know that the Face Off Hockey Show store was still open.
Oh. You know that the Face Off Hockey Show store is still open.
I'm glad.
Like, it still exists on Cafe Press.
Oh, February 6, 2006. We have money betting this week that'll be a great show, and how apropos it is. We'll talk about Operation Slapshot and what it means for the NHL and the personnel involved.
Oh.
Lyle Richardson will come on to talk about what the
Is that the Rick Tocchet one?
It was the Rick Tocchet thing. Oh, plus the Beanpot tournament report. The Beanpot tournament is coming up, closing up, and we can't forget Jimmy Chunky Brother. No, it's Chucky Butter, not Brother. He's not dead yet. You tell us who you won. We here at Face Off Hockey Show pride ourselves in doing what the fans want us to do. Hence, you give us money, we do it. If you want us to talk to someone, just give us an email. Blah 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 blah. I really almost want to bring this back. I almost want to revive this from the dead.
Are there free are there free newsletter things? Because we can create newsletters and just send them out to everybody that gives us $1 on Patreon.
Oh yeah, we can do that on Patreon right now. You know what?
What?
We just figured it out how to make more dollars.
How? Are you gonna have everybody mail them to me at my house?
And have them break into your car? Steal the dollars.
Oh, if only people mailed us dollars.
Oh boy. Maybe we should do that. Maybe you know what? I'll put a poll up on the internet. If you give $1, would you want to have a newsletter? And we might have to actually put more effort into this show. I'm not sure.
We have to put more effort, though? Oh, no.
I know, right? That's the damning thing.
I mean, we already put 10 hours of time a week or a month into this show.
10 hours if it's a long month. 8 hours regularly. Wait, no.
And
You're
that
right.
extra hour.
Yeah. Right, no. And then the extra hour.
And then during the Black Bears season, my
Oh.
God. Those weekends, I had
Dude, I almost
a
did
lot of time at the rink.
I almost did a Chesapeake Hockey Week podcast.
Oh, how was your time with the the peeps? Was that this week or last week?
I just forgot. I'm like, oh shit,
I
that's
saw
right.
a picture.
Yeah, no. Two of the Billet parents, Bethany and Brian, were up around our area. They were visiting because it was Bethany was getting her last state in North Dakota, because obviously it's one of the last. Apparently, Alaska, Hawaii, and North Dakota are like the top 3 last states for people doing the 50-state tour. So we went out to the Blue Moose here at a local place, had a good talk. It was an awesome time talking with Brian and Bethany about the Black Bears and their involvement in it, and the kids that they had, because they had Sean Henry and Thomas Jarman. So that was pretty cool. Talking to them, hanging out. And yeah, I told them, I told them, and I told Colin this. I'm going to get down once the schedule's released. I'm going to start planning the trip down there to see a game in person.
Nice.
So that'll be rad. But by the way, we'll talk more about the mailing newsletter stuff later. I'm sure with Lauritsen.
When Lyle's back,
he would love this. Speaking of that, the NAHL draft had happened. Maryland Black Bears had 4th pick, and they picked a giant. This kid's going to be a boomer.
From Belfast?
Aiden, I wish. Aiden Bruich out of the Pittsburgh Penguins Elite 16U organization. He just turned 17 in March. 6'3", 220.
Jesus.
6'3",
As a 17-year-old.
as a 17-year-old. He's already committed to Clarkson University. He put up 28 goals, 43 points across Tier 1 Elite and the 16U midgets. Won a national championship with the Penguins Elite team this year. So big things going on there. 8 forwards, 3 goalies, or 3 defensemen, 2 goalies overall.
Black Bears have a lot of goalies.
Black Bears have a shit ton of goalies because I think they have 2 goalies signed as a tender, under tender contracts. So,
Well, they went through 6 last year.
that's true. So yeah, hey, how about that? And by the way, a great bump by the Black Bears promoting the shiz and then allowing me to get more views to my site.
Yes, good work.
Doesn't necessarily help me monetarily, but
It's fun.
it's fun.
And we started on the ground floor. I mean, we're like sand level
Mm-hmm.
of this ice
This ice rink.
growing.
Jesus Christ. You'll love it, don't you?
I love the sand. I can't wait. And I'm actually, I think I'll actually be sad when the ice is not sand colored.
So yeah, good old 122. Yesterday I had a big 112, so 145 today. That's nice. Not since the Dave Tippett "What the hell are you doing" situation from last week did I get much views in the summertime. So
Nice. That's good.
that's
Good work.
Newfoundland won the Kelly Cup. First Canadian team to win it. They won it in their first season. The first team since the Greensboro Monarchs in 1990 to win in their first season. And John, I don't know if you heard about the Kelly Cup drama.
Oh, have I? This sounds fantastic.
So the Colorado Eagles won back-to-back Kelly Cups last season and the season before. And then they moved up to the AHL. Apparently, they did not give the Kelly Cup back, the quote-unquote original Kelly Cup back.
But what I did read was that they sent it back once so that they could have the new set of names put on it.
Oh, did they? That's hilarious.
Yeah, so the article said that in between the seasons that they won, they sent it back and had the new set of names put on it, and then for the second win, and then the ECHL sent it back to them
Why do they not have someone carrying that cup all the time?
because it's the ECHL. They can't pay somebody to
true.
do that.
Get Chris Poisel, he'll do it. He'll talk to everybody. So that happened, and it's a big drama thing. The Eagles say it's in safe and pristine condition, but they're not holding it hostage. I'm thinking to myself, that's kind of like you're holding it hostage if you say everything's safe. They're treating me well. They haven't hurt me yet.
Didn't they also say we've tried to send it back to you?
Yeah, we tried to give it back to you, and the ECHL is like, yeah, you told us to meet us by this dark alley. We ain't going to do that. We're not falling for that again.
We haven't moved.
Yeah.
Just ship it.
Just come visit us. You come on the East
It's
Coast.
FedEx.
And a lot of people the Denver Post is saying it's because the exit fees of the ECHL were charging the Colorado Eagles to move up to the AHL was a big ordeal as well.
Oh, well, sorry. You can't steal a league's trophy because of it.
Well, apparently you can, because here we are. So there's that. But Newfoundland, shout out. They get the 4th iteration of the Kelly Cup. The first one is in the league's office, and then there's one at the Hockey Hall of Fame, and then there's a third one the Eagles are holding hostage.
In Denver, they're stripping pot out of it. It's turned into a bong.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
That sounded amazing. And I love how it just all of a sudden came out again. Because it's been multiple years now, right? It's been 2 years since they won.
No, they won last year.
Oh, so this one right now is a new one.
Yeah, this one right now. So they won in 2018 and they won in 2017. They won back to back. They needed one more year to be the Tom Mansky of the ECHL.
Ah, I see. And then they would have been able to shoot hockey pucks into trash cans.
And then have Fred McGriff out there with a big helmet.
A nondescript blue helmet.
Telling us you can be like this. Oh, man. Evgeny Kuznetsov was cleared of any wrongdoing by the NHL and the Washington
what
Capitals.
sucks is I bought Sean the Tom Mansky VHSs one year. I wonder what happened to them.
I wonder if they're on DVD. I wonder how much they're on DVD.
They're definitely on DVD. I found them on eBay on VHS though, and I bought him the VHS copies of Tom Aminsky videos.
Well, I don't think it's going to help him now. He's out of DeMatha, so.
Well, I mean, he's gonna. He told me that he's gonna try and coach college baseball now.
He's going to try to coach Stevenson?
I mean, he probably could.
Oh, yeah, that's true. This is true. Oh, they got Tom Aminsky audio. Tom Aminsky 9 DVD set currently unavailable, however. Damn.
Oh. Does Tom Aminsky have a podcast?
Oh, God, he should. Everyone has a podcast, so I don't know
Everybody has a podcast. It's super easy to do.
I know, right? Just recording your goddamn phone. Oh, man. No, Tom Aminsky does not have a podcast.
I did buy Pete Newell's Big Man Camp video as well. I got his book. That's in my house somewhere. It came with the video so it could teach me some big man moves down in the post.
Oh, man. All right. Apparently, in 2005, Alex Rodriguez spent $29.95 to buy the eminent baseball instructor Tom Aminsky's DVD, teaching the mechanics of Major League Swing 2. So there's that. The St. Louis Cardinals defensive lapses made them buy the DVD as well for defensive fundamentals. Oh man, that's amazing. So yeah, Evgeny Kuznetsov cleared of any wrongdoing after having cocaine in front of him, even though there wasn't a video seen of him doing it. I think someone did it. Someone filmed him without his permission and consent. So huzzah there. And
that person is dead.
Right? Connor McDavid's hopeful for team stability with the new people running the show. I am not looking back at the old mail newsletters, ladies and gentlemen. I am not looking back at the old newsletters.
Oilers looking for team stability. Tonight on Face Off Hockey Show 2006.
Right? Who is Connor McDavid and why does he want the Oilers to be stable? Well, this one says still need an FOHS t-shirt. God knows I do.
Yes.
Johnny does.
Actually, one of the Face Off Hockey Show t-shirts I had, Laura made into a pillow for me. So I do have the black Face Off Hockey Show. I have the black and the gray Face Off Hockey Show t-shirt that are pillows, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah. I do have them in my house.
Just not as t-shirts.
Right. I'll have to find them. I think they're upstairs.
The NWHL has canceled their plans for expansion to Toronto and Montreal.
Oh, why? Because there was no one to play?
Yeah, exactly. And they said they're open to a new league being possible. Congratulations, team. You have a couple of months to get your shit together.
Wow.
Todd Nelson and Scott Sandelin have interviewed for the Anaheim head coaching spot. Todd Nelson, of course, former Edmonton Oilers coach, I think. No, former Red Wings coach and Oilers coach. Scott Sandelin is the University of Minnesota Duluth head coach, back-to-back NCAA titles, I do believe, for him. Bob Boughner was picked up by the San Jose Sharks as an assistant coach, while Mark Crawford has been picked up by the Chicago Blackhawks as an assistant coach.
Wow.
So there you go.
I like how old head coaches are now being recycled into assistant coaches.
Well, that's just because when the head coach gets fired, it's a cheaper option. Just moving on up to the east side.
That's true.
Hey, the mix at the U.S. Jamaica game. Good for him. Good for the Mick of the Monk and the Mick fame.
Oh, nice.
You just thought I was saying some Irish guy and just called him the Mick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought that you were talking about the Mick, but I realized that Hope Urbino was still on the West Coast, so he probably was not at the game. No. Peace.
They might check in on him though.
Hope Urbino.
My God. August 2nd, 2006. We'll wait on this until Lyle shows up. We sit about a month away from training camps while some teams are content with their lineups. Others are still trying to figure out the rest. Lyle Richardson from Specters Hockey will join us to talk about who's left out in the UFA market and how big a risk the Red Wings are taking with a goalie from the past.
Chris Osgood?
I think it was Osgood, yeah. We'll talk about Garceau opening up the opening up the fans. Good one, Scott. A man not happy with the way the Carolina Hurricanes jerseys are displayed, as
Thomas
well as
Dundon?
Oh, that'd be great if he was there fucking 16 years ago, 13 years ago. Oh my God.
He's like, I hate these damn Carolina Hurricanes jerseys.
And here's one, as well as where the Penguins could end up next. Again.
Oh, Jim Boss silly.
The secondary headline, still need a face-off hockey show shirt. The first and second run of t-shirts have been a great success, but with the ending of the season, the t-shirts have run out. Fear not, if you haven't gotten picked, we'll keep your name in the race. Also, we could be selling off some special edition t-shirts on the website. You can pre-order during the summertime. Stay tuned to the show for the latest on that front.
Was that the I love the BJ's shirt?
I think that was the special edition shirt for the draft. No, because that was before the draft, because the Columbus draft was 2007. So, as I look at my big board here, yeah, so the I Love the BJ shirt was down the line a little. How about that? Maybe we should get back into the t-shirt game. I don't know. Johnny just kicked off and then kicked back on the call.
Oh, were you still live the whole time?
I think I was.
Nice. It just randomly popped up and it said try again. I was like, try again for what?
Try what? What do you want?
It's YouTube screwing with me again.
Yeah.
Jerk store. Actually, I'm not kicking Face Off Hockey Show. I'm just going to leave it there.
I was going to say that could create a dangerous situation.
All right. Well, glad the show didn't stop.
Yeah.
Make the show stop.
Make the show stop. Oh my God. I'm just looking at they give you stats on the percentage of people that open the email.
Really?
Yeah. Like the Mike Modano press conference, zero were sent and 0 were opened.
That's interesting how that works.
Right. Let's see what the open rate was. Can I get the highest percentage was the BCM newsletter of September 10th, 2003. 35 were sent, 35 were opened.
Wow, 100%.
Amazing. That's some good statistics right there.
Oh, Face Off Hockey Show just dropped itself out.
That's a shame. What did I say? March 10th? Was it March 9th, 2003? Let's go.
For which one?
The one that was the high. March 5th. I was way off.
Yeah.
Let's view that email. What would happen on that email? Come on.
It's probably about Lyle Richardson.
It's always about Lyle Richardson. It's not showing up. It was so great. It's not showing up anymore.
Because we almost broke the internet with 35 people read their email.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? All right. Liam McGuire's on that one. I don't give two shits about him.
Speaking of that, I watched Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet on the plane. It's a fantastic movie.
Oh, that's nice.
Great movie.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna hold this one until Lyle comes on.
Oh, that's a tease, kids.
It's our July 2nd, 2003 show.
And
we have some people. We have some people in this
Is
show.
Kevin Greenstein on?
No, he's not.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, we got big plans for the show, too.
Really?
Yeah. Tell you in a second.
Does it mention us doing the show for 15 more years?
No, because we didn't even think that was going to happen. You understand that in August, I'll be doing this show half my life?
Wow.
Same with Mark. Well, Mark kind of does the show. Let's be honest.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, too.
I have not, because I'm 5 years older than you guys.
Right. When do we catch up to that halfway mark for you? 41 and 19. Nope. 42 and 20. Close. 43 and 21. 3 more years.
Yeah.
22 and 4 more years. Wow.
No, 3 more years. I'll be 41 in July.
Right. Wow. How about that? Boy, where have our lives gone? You know.
To the show.
Yeah, I guess.
And you people listening to us.
And you goddamn people still wanting us to do things. What are people in the live chat saying about the newsletter? Do they give a shit?
I think Chris stopped watching.
Oh, that's a shame.
Chris, if you're there and you're okay, blink twice.
Blink twice. Click off and then click on again. I wonder if saberfan.com is a thing. Saberfan.com. Saberfans.com. No, huge domain. I can buy it today for $2,095.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds awful. That's a terrible deal.
I know Inside Hockey's still going. Sadly. Ilesinfo.com. I can buy that for $2,700.
Wow.
What about devilinfo.com? What is the whole shebang? They use my stupid. Oh my god. NHLDevils.info. A new season, a new team, a new site, the same goal. Launch scheduled for 2014.
They're the whole shebang.
They're the whole shebang. Is Canucks Corner still going with Brian Walrishan?
Probably not.
It's a message board now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a message board. How about that? You know what? Good for them. Good for them to keep going and adapt and not have to do blogs, just do message board stuff. Problem is then they have to call tech support, and it's really weird. Lyle Richardson from SpectresHockey.net joins us.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, Lyle,
Sir.
our Patreon pick this week was going back over old Face Off Hockey Show newsletters. And they date from 2002 to 2007. So we did it for 5 years, which is still 12 years ago.
That's a while ago.
Yeah. The last one we sent out was telling people, hey, we're still doing a show. And that was in 2009. So, so this one's good. So this is July 2nd, 2003. I want to share this one with you, Lyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
July 2nd, 2003.
July 2nd, 2009. The craziness never ends as more signings to many obscure places ensue, but the boys of FOHS are there to pick up the pieces. We'll talk to trade rumor guru and our good buddy Lyle Richardson, Specters Hockey. Talk about these signings where the next transaction will take place. We'll also chat with Anthony Wolf of IceJerseys.com to talk about the company and what they have in store for the upcoming season. That's what got us free jerseys.
Yes.
Also, it's never too early to start thinking about fantasy hockey as we talk to Chris Adams of Progressive Sports Challenge and see what new things are on the hockey horizon. Some regulations in the NHL has changed, but not the boys at Face Off Hockey Show. You never know what's going to happen, so I suggest you tune in to find out. Face Off Hockey Show overtime. We were taking off for some time, but until then, listen to what we discussed when we discussed the problems of the Toronto Maple Leafs and figure out how far the media will be able to go into the personal lives of the players. I think this was a Shane Corson, Darcy Tucker, banging wives thing.
Wow. They didn't actually bang wives, but
no.
They banged their own wives, but
right.
They didn't. I'll just shut up.
And then the final one says big plans for the show. Tier 1 Communications has signed an agreement with the Face Off Hockey Show to syndicate the show on traditional radio in the USA and Canada. I don't think that ever happened.
It did not happen.
Please send us where you're listening from, what you like or think about the show. Boy, that was dumb of people. Tier 1 Communications. Tier 1 Communications is still a thing. Tier 1 Communications International in Asia.
Tier 1 Communications.
Mm-hmm.
We have outlived a lot of our guests as well.
Tier 1 Communications International Inc. Tier 1 to Asia. Yeah.
I don't think they were.
They're still there. They got a fancy looking website. Still fancy. Yeah.
Do they do FM radio in the US and Canada? That's a really big to do.
Well, you remember the email when the fan was going to pick up our show.
And they
right before the lockout.
Mm.
And then SiriusXM was going to pick up the show right before the lockout.
Yeah. The lockout killed so many things.
May 9th, 2007. Down in the final 4 teams vying for the Stanley Cup. Our original will talk to the logjam about the logjam in Boston. Goalies.
Back when that was a thing.
Going to happen to the recently ousted teams in round 3 of Lyle Orb 4.
Ooh,
I've
wow.
been squaring
God.
off with the orb for a while.
Lyle Orb 4 kind of feels like Bud Bowl.
Oh, man.
Oh,
What was
man.
that? Was that like the fourth round of me doing that, or was this
Yeah,
like
it was the fourth
year?
round.
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
fourth
No, the
year.
fourth year.
Fourth year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been
I've
year
been
4 of Lyle Orb.
I've been squaring off with inanimate objects since 2013, 16 years.
No,
Wow.
2003.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2003. So that'd be 16 years. This is my 16th. Well,
This-
no, my 15th, not counting because of course the lockout stole 1 year. from
yeah.
us.
So 15
So
years,
it's been
16
15 years.
seasons.
Yes. Yes. Hey, we did it. Just think, we did a face-off hockey show for an entire locked out season.
We did, and we did newsletters every fucking week.
Oh boy!
Because I just went past that. I'm like, oh god,
Those
these
were the
must be
best shows.
Genius.
Mhm.
They really were. And we did 2 hours too. That was the worst part. All
Yeah,
over
really.
telephone.
Yes. Yes.
You remember when we used to do the show from 9 to 11 p.m.?
Yep. Man, were we stupid.
I would get home at like 1 in the morning
Right. September
After
20th.
after dropping Markov back at Maryland.
What
Right?
time did I used to come on and do? Was I like in the first half or the second half of the show when you guys did 9 to 11? Because that was like
God.
10 to midnight for me.
I don't even remember.
I can't even remember now. I think
there's
I
one
think
way
I
to
popped
find
on
out.
in the middle or something for like half an hour when you guys first started.
I'd
doing
have to
that.
find some of our old shows. Maybe
Yeah.
one night we should definitely just add our
No.
best of
That-
2003 on and not do a show.
I think that's a Patreon thing we have to do.
oh, all right, fine.
That is definitely a Patreon thing.
Best of 2000, and we can critique it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, exactly. We watch. It's us watching on. Remember when we did the Roval thing last summer,
Yeah.
Johnny?
that was a great show.
That's still online, so
It should be.
they haven't taken it down. I saved it to my computer just in case. I'm just gonna scroll through all of this because for some fucking reason, the powers that be at Google are not letting me. Actually, what if I do this? What if
I
I'm not?
No idea what you're doing.
I'm trying to find how far back my rundowns go. Because if I think I uploaded all the old, I'm in 2014 now. Now 2013. Now 2012.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, does it stop at 2012? It stops at July 11th, 2012.
Oh,
Womp womp. What happened on that show?
It-
Wait, no, it's expand. Wait, no, hold
Oh,
on. Oh, all right, it didn't go that far. All right, so we're at September 18th, 2012. Anyone want to venture to guess what the fuck we talked about?
No idea.
no, I don't.
Okay, good. Perfect.
There were injuries. I'm gonna say Rick DiPietro was hurt.
Yeah. I'll go with that too.
Yeah, we were talking about the lockout
Ah,
because the lockout had just happened.
that's right. Yes.
Rick DiPietro was still hurt though.
Yes,
Technically,
he was still
yes.
injured through the whole thing.
God bless his heart.
He's not
Wow.
dead.
Oh, what?
He's just resting.
Oh. Well then,
He's not dead, just resting.
he's not dead. He's not dead, son. He's not dead at all. Chesapeake Hockey Weeks, Farm Report. I remember when I did that show.
Oh,
Wow, that's a dead show.
Face Off Hockey Show Farm Report.
In the draft, what the fuck? Oh, Todd Wilson sending me these garbage fucking podcast. Listen to that in thedraftshow.com, everybody, for your NASCAR fix.
That's garbage podcast.
It's fucking bullshit garbage. Hey, everybody. Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on.
What have you found?
This is going to
Oh.
be the new haha fuck you.
I have something called Rundown 263 from February 27th, 2008.
Ooh. Into the Wayback Machine, kids.
Let's click this one. What does this have to do with us? What does love got to do with it? You were segment 2, Lyle, from this one.
Ah, segment 2.
Anyone want to venture to guess what the hell we talked about in this show?
2008. What date? What's the date again?
We were talking, February 9th.
February 9th. Okay, well, probably like, because the trade deadline was probably coming up quick. So probably talking trade deadline stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
2012, eh?
2008.
2008. Shut up, Lau. Oh.
Mhm.
I
The
don't know.
Olympics?
No, that was 2 years away. That would have been
Mm.
2012. I don't know. Trade rumor stuff. That's all I can
So
think
so Brad.
2008 is 4 years from 2012.
Yep, sure is.
of. Yeah.
Sure was. Brad Richards. Brad Richards was traded to Dallas.
That's right. Yes.
Marion Hossa was traded to Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Washington binged the trade everything. Peter Forsberg was signed by Colorado.
Wow.
Detroit. Darren McCarty signed with Detroit. David Legwan was charged with a DUI.
Mm.
Mike Sillinger was out for the season with hip surgery because he kept twisting in every direction for which team to go next.
Yeah.
And Nike sold Bauer for $200 million, as well as Ryan Smith cutting his mullet.
Ah,
No.
crying.
Well, there was the infamous moment there. Yeah.
Where were you when the mullet stopped spinning that September day? So yeah, that was boy, that is definitely that's another show we can do is old rundowns and what the fuck happened when.
That's what you'll call it.
Yeah.
That's what the thing we call. What the fuck happened when?
September 20th, 2006. The games have begun in the NHL. We'll give you the latest of the training camps preseason. Lau Richardson talks about the Nikolai Zhirdev, Ty Domi, Eric Daze, and the Maple Leafs goalie scenarios. We'll talk about the WHL coach who's putting the old back in old-time hockey. The Penguins are back on the market. And we'll tell you who the newest bidder is and why they're going without a
Jim
captain.
Balsillie.
Oh, silly.
Oh,
no.
buddy.
It wasn't Silly Balls?
I think it was Silly Balls.
I think it was Silly Balls, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Silly Balls.
Silly Balls. Because he was that, yeah, he tried for them first and then got shot down, and then he went and tried to get himself some Nashville Predators.
That was
Yeah,
when
And
he
that failed, and then he made the ultimate, which gave us a year's worth of material of Renfield T. Bomb jokes with the Arizona Coyotes.
Mm. Yeah, that was when he showed the BlackBerry with the Penguins logo background.
Yes, that's
Mhm.
right. That's right. He did.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was his first foray.
Trying to buy the Penguins.
There
Silly
you go.
Balls. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting a poll out online, seeing if people want us to, if they want to send $1 for a mail bet or a newsletter.
Yeah, new newsletter.
Yeah, new
That's
newsletter.
what we'll call it.
2K19. My God.
And then we'll just send them old newsletters.
New old newsletters.
Everything comes back around.
July 20th. A few days from reopening of the NHL in 2005. How about that?
Oh, yeah. We had a lot to talk about then.
Yeah.
Lots and lots and lots.
Let's look at one of those shows from 2005. Because those were the best shows. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's go December 1st, 2004. While the NHL away, the minor leagues will play. We'll give much press to the AHL, but most of it's mixed. Discuss how those in the AHL are dealing with the shootout and how they're doing with the one stick for all principle. I don't know what that meant. They kept one stick. I think it's because they were thinking about scab players. Larson joins us to talk about how guaranteed contracts could work and how it could come up in the new CBA. Also, we'll talk to Andy Hyman of Distant Replays to talk about how the retro gears come to be and what company has to offer. Wow, Distant Replays. I remember them. All we need is a fucking What If Sports drop, and we were good to go. Plus the winner of the IceJerseys.com contest for the NHL Vintage Series jersey. Wow.
Wow.
Amazing. We gave away a jersey.
Yay.
Sean's thing works. We just had a contest and people showed up. Also, Distant Replay is closed.
Oh.
So it was 2009 they died.
Something else
outlasted many stores.
Well, this fall is going to make it 18 years for you guys?
August 8th, 2019 is 18 years.
18 years.
Oh man. Boy, did we
We just do this for the banter.
Yeah, it's sure as fucking from the money, Lyle. That's for
Mm.
goddamn sure.
Mm.
We haven't found a rich sugar daddy to give their podcast baby some money.
Mm.
And Mark will do anything for it. I mean anything. Oh man. New message boards. If you can't get in, then I don't know. Contact tech support. All right, Lyle, we do have things to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny and I had a good laugh about Connor McDavid hoping there's team stability in this new hierarchy. So there's
Well,
that.
Well, the old boys network's being cleared out. I mean, what is that?
Did
I
we say
mean,
that with Chiarelli though too?
no, we really didn't. No.
I did.
We thought. Well, no, we thought that he would clear it out. That's the difference. Chiarelli didn't. We thought he'd clear it out. Ken Holland is actually clearing it out. Yeah.
Kevin Lowe's still the president. So
no, but if you look into what he's actually doing, he has nothing to do with the
He's just
day-to-day
collecting a
operations
paycheck.
anymore. No, he's more on the marketing side now. He works more. I believe it's more the marketing side. He has nothing to do with the team-to-team, with the day-to-day operation, player decisions. No, he has no involvement in that at all. So basically, he's harmless when it comes to the compilation of the team.
there we go. Let's
Yeah.
hope it stays that way.
Well, I mean, now you got new assistant coaches. I mean, there was a purge of the coaching staff.
Did they kill everyone?
Which is to be expected. Oh, don't you wish? He's coming in riding in on a dragon, Game of Thrones style. do a total burn down of King's Landing style. Yeah. Don't watch that show at all. I don't know why I said that. Yeah.
They're the memes, Lyle.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was to be expected. It was going to be changes to the coaching staff anyway when you bring in a new coach. But still, it's all part of the whole changes going on. Changes behind the bench, changes in the front office. So stability is the key. But you can have stability in the front office, maybe behind the bench, but on the ice, oh boy, yay. Like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what Ken Holland does. I recently wrote a piece on that, and and I'll be writing about them again too. The end of this week, to what they're going to be looking at.
Should be interesting. Should be a fun time. Some more Canadian content because why not?
Sure.
Jacob Trouba on the trade block.
Yep.
Shocking, I'm sure.
Just shocking to no one. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. So that's a thing.
And if you believe a drunk Sean Avery, he's going to Toronto for Nazem Kadri.
I thought you were going to say a drunk Sean Leahy, and I always believe a drunk Sean Leahy.
A drunk Sean Leahy has far more credibility than a drunk Sean Avery.
I think most things have more credibility than a drunk Sean Avery.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I saw a beef jerky platter with paired beers that had more credibility.
But you couldn't pick your own beer, though.
You could not pick your own beer.
Oh, boo earns. That's no good.
But they were perfectly paired, Lyle.
Were they? Well, as long as they're perfectly paired.
Perfectly paired for that duck jerky that we got as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Duck jerky. Oh my! You had some happening times over there in jolly old England.
Wasn't it bacon? It was bacon. We had.
I don't know why the fuck you're talking jerky. It's bacon.
Yeah,
bacon. That was in Dallas last year.
That's true. Yeah, it was jerky. It was bacon. Bacon.
Bacon
is just soggy jerky. Disgust.
You bite your tongue.
That's true.
I
very true
strongly
statement.
disagree. Bacon, regardless of what meat went into its compilation, is a vastly superior product to jerky.
Jerky is just dehydrated bacon.
There you go.
Disgust.
Yeah, because it
That's
has it
better,
because it's been working out too much or drinking.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Scotty, congrats on getting credit to go to the draft.
Yes.
Well done, you.
Well, then 70 people are going to cover this fucking draft for the UND, and we're not going to get much done.
Hey, you'll be there.
I'll be there.
Keeping that streak alive, buddy.
Exactly. My Cal Ripken-like streak. We'll just say that the wedding was when the lights went out after someone slept with his wife. That auspicious day. Anyway.
But I won't care because I don't care about drafts anymore because next year I am coming to Baltimore for the Big Stand Invitational Part 2.
August 2020, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You
and
know
this
what?
time, it's
could,
happening.
that could be
happening.
Patreon exclusive. We just
I
do,
am, yeah.
we
I'm
do
definitely
Patreon
going. I
exclusive
don't
stuff
care.
with that one.
I don't care what's going on. I am going. I'm going. I'm going.
Yeah.
I will be there.
Woohoo!
I
Yeah,
am going to be there. Even if I have to bowl left-handed if my right hand is messed up. 'Cause I got I don't know, carpal tunnel or something going on
Oh,
with
Too much typing.
my wrist. Yeah, grinding sensation in my wrist now. I don't.
that's not
yeah.
great.
No, I had it X-rayed last fall.
And what do they
Have a look
say?
at it, and they like, "Oh, everything looks fine." So it's like,
Oh, surprised.
It's a wrist.
okay, yeah. Yeah.
Everything went fine.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you
got
for
a-
your
I don't
tax
think you can
dollars.
see it. It's got a bump there. That's not supposed to
Mm.
be there.
Mm,
Yeah, it's been that way for a while. That's not supposed to be there.
mm.
And every now and again, stabbing pain, like somebody shoving a red hot needle into it. Every now and again.
Oh, that's
Gr-
that's nice.
Yeah. So
That's good.
That'll lead a person to drink.
Yeah.
More so.
oh, yeah. Oh, it's upstairs. Anyway.
Mm.
But anyway, that's oh well, it's worse things. First world problems.
Yeah, what can you
First
do?
world problems.
Nikolai Zaitsev. Is that how you say his name? Zaitsev?
Zaitsev, Nikita Zaitsev.
He wants out. Apparently, people say he can't hack it. In Toronto,
What a shock.
not shocked whatsoever.
No surprise there.
So who are the Maple Leafs going to have on defense?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like,
isn't it?
there's no one
Jay
there.
Gardner's gone. Ron Hainsey. Well, maybe they can keep Ron Hainsey if he's willing to take like a a cut and pay to stay for a year. But even so, he's what 38 now.
Yeah.
How much longer you keep flogging that dead horse as your first line center? I mean, God bless him. He gives his best, and he does. But on a team that has at least good defensive depth, he is not skating on the first defense pairing. In fact, he should be on the third pairing. That's where he belongs, is on the third pairing. Oh, sacrilege! He belongs on the third pairing. Shut up. But yeah, now you're going to trade Zaitsev. They lost, the O-Dog, not not Jeff O'Neill, but Ozhiganov. Yeah, Ozhiganov. He went back to the KHL. So okay, now Zaitsev wants out. So you're losing Gardner. You might lose Hainsey. I think they're going to try. I think they're going to try and keep Hainsey. So, but yeah, Travis Dermott won't be back until late November at the earliest because he's
shoulder surgery.
Yep, shoulder surgery. So Dermott's out. So let's assume that you can keep Hainsey. So you got Muzzin and you got Riley. Am I missing somebody? Riley, Muzzin,
Justin Hole.
What'd you call me?
Justin Hole is a guy who's rostered on the
Justin. That's just incredible.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
Way old wrestling throwback.
Yep.
From the old EC Dub days.
They have Rasmus Sandin who could come up.
Yeah, and Liljegren. Did I pronounce that? Liljegren. But I don't get the sense that they're really convinced that these guys are ready to come up. One of them could. I mean, one of them could make it out of training camp. Maybe both. But still.
They are going to be great with. They're going to score a lot of goals, and when they get rid of Patrick Marleau, they'll have the money.
Well, that's the thing too, isn't it? I mean,
Does Toronto go to the much vaunted 4 attack 1 defender for the entire game?
I think you're pretty much going to have to at some point, aren't you?
They play a 2-2-1.
That would be fantastic. But yeah, again, listen. The fact that he's Kyle Dubas is at least trying to move Marleau, and that Marleau is at least willing to consider moving, because I guess his family's moving back to San Jose, so he wants to be where they're going to be. But obviously, San Jose is not one of those teams. Yeah. So they talked to Los Angeles, but that's sources. All the media sources I've read out of LA, including John Hoven, of the Mayor's Manor. One of the best insiders for covering all things Kings. Even he says that's the chances of that are slim, bumping up to none.
Wouldn't that bring the team age down though?
Yes, it would put that youngster on the books there. Arizona, apparently they've been talking to Arizona, but see, with Arizona, I know they're the dumping ground. They've always been, and it's always worked out for them because, yeah, it's like, sure, we'll take your aging player that's no longer effective, or your dead space contract, but you've got to give us like a first round draft pick that turns into Jacob Chikrin, that sort of thing. But how you got to figure if they want the Coyotes to take on Patty Marleau, you got to throw something good in there. Something really good to do. And the Coyotes, they don't have a ton of cap space either. They're at 72 mil, believe it or leave it, but it's the truth. 72 mil, over 72 mil invested in their roster for next season. So it's not like they, they can afford to take on Marleau, and their re-signings, all their core players are under contract, so it's not going to be a big deal that way. But does ownership really want to go that high? Especially when there's kind of ownership uncertainty there right now. Yeah, I know it's just for 1 year, but better be a hell of a sweetener. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can pull that off, if Dubas can pull that off, if he can trade Marleau, and if he can find somebody, that's the one that's going to be the tougher sell, I think, is Zaitsev. The 5 years left on that contract. Yeah, I know it's 4.25, 4.5 mil, but that's for 5 more years.
But why would any other GM at this point want to help out the Leafs?
Well, the reason why you would do that sort of thing is because you'd say, sure, I'll take that contract off your hands if you give me Rasmus Sandin. Now, of course, the Leafs are going to say, haha, no. Then it'd be like, okay, you don't want to give me that. How about this other top prospect? Oh, okay, you don't want to give me that? Okay, how about your first round pick next year? Because they already traded away their first round pick for this year. Traded the Kings from Muzzin.
It's like the Ken Chambers way of trading.
But that's what you do. You do that to get yourself, a good young player out of the deal too. It's called weaponizing your cap space. Is the phrase that all the cool pundits over at the Athletic are using now.
It's the phrase. Oh yeah, the fucking
it's the phrase sensation sweeping the nation. Weaponize your cap space.
By the way, the Athletic
weapon of choice.
Boy, the Athletic really turned into just beat writer central with a couple of good pieces here and there. Kind of knew it was going to happen that way, but it wasn't. It's not the revolutionary thing everyone thought it was going to be. Anyway,
I have no comment on that because I'll be accused of plagiarizing them. So
that works out.
Yeah,
you plagiarized them.
Apparently, supposedly I did.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
Back in January, supposedly I plagiarized them. Apparently, I'm not original enough to do my own trade lists, even though I've been doing them since 2003 for going back to my Fox Sports days. But regardless, I'm plagiarizing them. So there you are. By one of their own accused me of plagiarizing them, which was total BS. But there you are. Anyway. I don't hold that against the Athletic as a whole. I'm just throwing that out there because one of their own accused me of plagiarism, and I didn't like it. So.
I hold it against them for being fucking bad content. So that's like
I think the content's bad. There's a lot of good writers there. There's a lot of good writers there.
Yeah, you put enough monkeys in there, you can have a goddamn MLB hot stove.
But you just don't like it because they got a lot of analytic guys in there.
I don't even care about the analytic guys. It's it's the same fucking beat writers that we saw before doing the same fucking game recaps we've seen before. Every now and again,
you pay for it.
But that's the thing is that now you have a special thing that pops up every now and again, like an investigative report or whatever. But they put it on free for a couple of days, and it's just like, all right, I've seen it before. I'm not going to save this to my thing and go back on it in 6 months. I'm not going to go back on it in 13 years, like a newsletter from a podcast. I'm going to fucking this was the thing. I'm going to talk about it in the news cycle, and then 24 hours later, no one's going to give a shit about it. And that's the reason why Scott will never write for The Athletic.
See, what you really need to do is just not care in the first place, because that's what I do.
Well, yeah. I mean, there is some stuff there.
No,
but
there's a lot of good. There's a lot of good writers there. I mean, I follow them a lot, but I'm just very careful now with whenever I cite something from there because or how much detail I reveal because I don't want to be accused of either plagiarism or the other line that I really liked was that I was stealing their paid content and giving it away for free. Which I was like, no, that's not what I was doing. I've been doing this for 2 decades now, and nobody has ever accused me. You think if I was stealing somebody's content and giving it away for free, somebody would have raised that point by now. But anyway, so I'm just very careful now whenever I cite anything from the Athletic or from behind anybody's paywall.
I wouldn't cite anything from the Athletic at all.
Yeah.
No, there's good stuff there that are, you know, like for example, Michael Russo. He's the one who, or was it Mike Russo or Josh Yeo? One of those two guys. Anyway, Mike Russo broke the Zucker for Kessel offer. They were the ones, you know, so they do break stories.
And they didn't have a problem with you doing it.
I just did it very, very just 2 lines. And I usually, my also rule of thumb is I usually also tend to wait a little bit until, say, either TSN or Sportsnet cites them. Just for argument's sake, because if somebody wants to turn around and say, you're stealing their work given away for free, and I can say, oh, really? I'm just citing TSN. We were citing you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, take that.
Some people, the thing that really bugged me about that, I know, here I am going off on a fucking tangent.
No, this is so good, though.
Really? Or are you just saying that? Just,
no, hashtag content.
Okay. So anyway, the thing that I didn't like about what the person did, I didn't mind if they had contacted me directly to say they had a problem with it. I could have at least discussed it with them, and then I could have said, okay, well, maybe I can kind of see where you're coming from. You know,
no,
not
that's
that I'm not,
you use social media.
Yeah, no, but that's not what they did. They took directly to Twitter and basically just tried to do the whole Twitter shaming thing.
Yeah, bullying.
And it got up to about 10 of that person's followers, including 4 who followed me, one of whom was a person who I used to kind of correspond with occasionally. And, you know, I was just like, okay, like I wasn't going to respond to this person at all. And I still haven't. I said, no, the worst thing you can do is reply to anything on Twitter, because then off it goes, you know, because you will never win. People pile on and you never win. I learned that the hard way a long time ago. So what I did was basically I deleted the post entirely, you know, and I just rewrote the whole thing. I had different material that I was able to use. It was just the person who I was citing a list that Craig Custance had made of, you know, 25 players that he thought like a month out from the trade deadline could be trade bait, you know, and I did what I normally do, like when TSN puts out the list and Sportsnet puts out their list. I just, you know, listed the names, right? And, you know, just said, okay, well, you know, and the odd line there, they said, you know, maybe this team might be interested in this guy, or maybe that team might be interested. Then I do what I normally do, offer up my take, and that was that. Right? No harm, no foul. By the way, can I say Craig Custance never said a word to me. Never said a word. Not a bad thing, nothing. And by the way, if I was plagiarizing, why do I link back to the person?
Right.
Yeah, I know, right? So, like I said, I just scrapped the post in its entirely, deleted it, just redid a completely different post with other trade rumor information that I had at the time. And I put up a note explaining why I did it, right? And thankfully, my readers all understood. I did not get one negative feedback on that at all. I mean, all the because I get all my posts get a lot of comments every day. But on that particular day, they were all about, you know, why I had taken that post down and my explanation, and all of them were supported. God bless my readers. You know, they're fantastic. But yeah, it was a really kind of an eye-opening experience that way. But the thing I didn't like was they like you said, they tried to do the cyberbullying, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, that's purely what it is, because when push comes to shove, it really just comes down to, I think I have more followers, so they'll pile on if I say this.
Yeah. This person who had at the time, I think, 7,000 followers,
and they had zero
my 31,000. But regardless,
they had zero reason to ever bring that up. So.
Yeah, it's like I didn't understand why they did it the way they did it, but I just decided, okay, the best, don't get into a pissing contest with them on Twitter because you won't win. Just, you know, and I got shit to do, right? I don't have time to waste getting into a pissing contest with people on Twitter,
right?
You know. As David Tennant said in Broadchurch, I love that bloody Twitter. I love that. But anyway, so yeah, so that was my little brush with one person on the Athletic. But
I just
I
won't pay for it because it's like a magazine to me, and I don't read magazines.
don't mind.
So-
Like I said, I don't mind paying for it because the fact that well, it was James Myrtle, is their main editor,
Yeah.
and of course a lot of people that I follow and people that I know, are working there too. I mean, guys like Jonathan Willis, who I know from Bleacher Report and things like that. I mean, he's there. Pierre LeBrun and guys like that who I respect and admire. I mean, they're there writing stuff. So obviously, I was like, well, this is great. I'm going to go there, and follow it. But as I said, as I've had to learn the hard way, I'm very careful now with when I link to them, just how much I, say. Or how much of it that they're reporting. It's like, okay, Michael
this guy
Russo
wrote something about something. Here's a link.
but it'd be okay. Michael Russo is reporting the Minnesota Wild have offered up Jason Zucker to the Penguins for Phil Kessel. And that's about all I would give. Maybe one or two lines of what they're saying. Maybe a couple other players might also be in the deal, and that's it. And I'd leave it the fuck alone after that. I put in my comment of what I think about it and just move on. I try to keep it brief with them, but usually as a rule of thumb, if TSN or Sportsnet or ESPN, if they cite The Athletic, then I'm going to grab it and cite that in its entirety. And it's just like, because then it's like, hey, they just did the whole thing. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at TSN.
They're not going to get mad at TSN.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't bully TSN.
No. You don't at Bob McKenzie.
No.
You don't.
I mean, you do, but
you can
it
try.
doesn't even get to Bob McKenzie.
That's just. Yeah, but anyway, so that's my athletic story.
Interesting.
That's my athletic story.
That's my athletic story.
That's
Probably
why I'm writing
won't
for
get
The
hired
Athletic.
either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why I'm not joining the Athletic?
Right. Exactly. There we go. There's your new soapbox.
Oh, we should all write our own why we're not joining the Athletic posts.
Because they're not good enough to sit at the cool kids table.
Done and done.
There you go.
No, because I have a job.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I'm not delusional.
I'm a freelancer, but
Speaking of delusions, am I seeing things? Erik Karlsson hopes for a battle between Ottawa and Montreal for his services. What the fuck is going on?
Okay. Well, Don Brennan of the Ottawa Sun and Ottawa Citizen now, I guess. They're two separate papers, but because they're owned by the same company, then stuff appears in both. Yeah, that's a well-placed source that he's citing. Now, I'm not going to sit here and, run down Don Brennan or anything like that. I'm not going to question his source or whatever, but honestly, I really don't see Erik Karlsson wanting to rejoin the Melnyk circus. I really don't think he wants to get it. It's like, okay, I know his wife survived. Was it his wife who survived? No, his wife had the miscarriage. That's right. It was Craig Anderson's wife who had the cancer scare. That's right. And I know she's from the area, and obviously, if his wife is homesick and wants to move back to Ottawa, or at least closer to Ottawa, but there's got to be other places that he can go that's closer to Ottawa than Ottawa itself. Not that he wouldn't like Ottawa, and is he even a fit now for them? I mean, this is a team that blew itself up completely this year, just so they can rebuild, and they've got a new kids there. They see as their new young core, with Kachuk and Shabbat, some other kids there. So where does Erik Karlsson fit into that picture?
Marketing.
That's about it. I mean, and of course, Habs fans are now just, twisting themselves up into knots. Erik Karlsson wants to come to Montreal, but he's hurt and he's going to be really expensive. And oh shit, do we really want it? But he's in, and it's Erik Karlsson's not coming to Montreal. Get over it.
Erik Karlsson would be the younger Shea Weber.
Not that I would have anything against. Listen, if Montreal signed Erik Karlsson, I think that'd be great, but I don't think that's the right signing for them. If Montreal's going to go after, they need a left side defenseman. Why don't you get a hold of Calgary and talk to TJ Brody, or talk to them about TJ Brody, because apparently they're shopping him.
Yeah, they can't talk. They can't talk to TJ Brody directly. That's
on. Yeah, I said but talk to Calgary about TJ.
Yeah, there
Brody,
it is.
Who they put up on the trade block, or is Travis Hamonic left side D man? He's another one that's on the block. So yeah, either Harmonic or I think Brody would probably be the better better of the two, but either one I think would be better than what Montreal's, to handle there on the left side. Put TJ Brody there alongside Shea Weber. I mean, hey, maybe there's,
I think,
maybe there's magic there.
Hamonic looks like he plays offside wing, so
Mm.
he's a right-handed shot who plays on the left point. Or no, he plays on the right point. He plays on a point, is what I'm saying. That's the point.
What about Braden Point?
Braden Point, gonna get paid. More like Braden paid.
Reason.
What happened?
Yeah, I dropped out there briefly.
All three of us have.
Yeah.
So
I noticed you were gone, and then Johnny
was gone earlier.
I blame YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube really not doing great.
No. But anyway,
Taylor Hall and his contract.
yeah.
Some people say he's signing. Some people say he's not signing. Some
Well,
people say who's Taylor Hall.
Yeah, those are non-hockey fans. The people who are saying Taylor Hall is not going to sign obviously got their information wrong, because both Hall's agent and Devils GM Ray Sherwood were very quick to douse that speculation. But I don't. But they're not. Taylor Hall isn't in any rush to sign a contract extension right now, and you know what? I think justifiably he's going to want to see what Ray Shero is going to do to improve the club this season, but not just for the season coming, but for the long term as well. I mean, he doesn't want to, Taylor Hall is not going to want to commit long term to a team that's just going to be a marginal contender. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to, make the playoffs one year, miss it the next. He doesn't want to be in a situation like John Tavares saw himself in with the Islanders,
Sure.
So I don't blame him for if the Devils. Honestly, I think if the Devils had a better season this year, and by that I mean better than last season, in that they make the playoffs and maybe won a round or two, then I think we'd be talking about Taylor Hall re-signing with the Devils right now. But that step back, I think, has given him, justification to kind of play wait and see. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he lets this go into next season, just to see how things unfold. That's the smart play. And I don't blame him at all. But that's a big difference from, no, he's not going to sign with the Devils. He's not going to sign with the Devils. No. I think he's just going to play wait and see.
Is he going to sign in Toronto?
Now, everybody signs in Toronto. Johnny, how dare you even ask such an absurd question?
That's true.
Everyone wants to come to Toronto.
In 2 years, they're going to play the 5-0.
There it is.
5 forwards on the ice. All forwards all the time.
It's like the overkill power play.
Yeah. Their penalty kill is going to suck on toast.
It's
amazing.
Hey, they skate 28 forwards and 2 goalies. That's how they roster each game.
As I said last year, the Leafs put themselves into this mess when they signed John Tavares, and I don't blame John Tavares. John Tavares did exactly what they paid him to do. He had a great year for them, but they were addressing the wrong need. It's like, okay, our defense needs help. How are we going to fix this? Sign another forward. Awesome. Another scoring forward for a team that had the second best power play in 2017-18 and was tied with the Penguins for the third best goals per game average. Yeah, let's get another forward in there. That'll take care of our D.
That'll do it.
Oh my fuck. I'm sorry,
couldn't happen to a nicer fan base.
It was just yeah, I know. And no, it was hard to find a Leafs fan who was critical of that signing. They thought, yes, John Tavares is a Leaf. This is fucking fantastic. It's like, yeah, but your defense. John Tavares is a Leaf. It was just like,
couldn't happen to a nicer fan base.
I'm like, oh my
more
God.
Knowledgeable fan base.
It's like you're repeating the mistakes of Pat Quinn and of Cliff Fletcher. It just, oh God, you're freaking killing me here, guys. I mean, if Kyle Dubas can find a way to shed enough salary to be able to re-sign Mitch Marner, to re-sign Kapanen and Janssen, and still be able to bring in some quality defense, geez, don't wait until next year to give him GM of the year. Give it to him now.
Yeah.
Because holy crap, I don't see how he's going to square this circle. Even if you shed enough salary that you can re-sign Marner and Kapanen and Johnsson, you got nothing left for your D. I looked at the numbers. I was even being generous in assuming that Marner would actually take a hometown discount. Oh, God. And even by going by that route, they would have hardly anything left to bring in some quality defensemen. And all I can sit there is think is, oh, man, poor Freddie Anderson. He's going to be busy. Oh. Anyway. La, la, la.
There we go. Kevin Hayes to Philadelphia from Winnipeg. Another Alain Vigneault guy going back to Alain Vigneault.
Good move, I think. I don't think it'll be too difficult for them to work out a contract with him. I mean, nothing's been settled yet. I mean, a contract isn't imminent or anything like that. There's still a possibility that they could lose him to free agency if his ask is too much. But I think Hayes would be in a good situation there, and you got to feel Vigneault had a say in that. That deal, because as you noted, Scotty, I mean, yeah, he played for Vigneault in New York, so I obviously Vigneault had a say in that. As long as his salary demands don't get crazy here, yeah. But I mean, even if they do and they lose him, hey, all they did was give up a 5th round pick to get the guy, so they get his rights. So it's not like they gave up a lot. So, but yeah, I mean, it would certainly be a good addition. Plug him in there. I think you probably put him in there second line center. And that would give Nolan Patrick then some time to develop as well. Or you can also play him on the wing too. He's very versatile. You can play him on either wing. You can play him at center. So there's a lot of places they could put him in there, and he could be definitely a good depth addition for
them. 10 seconds on this one, Lyle. 10-second answer.
Okay.
Odds Mitch Marner will have an offer sheet that he signs. 10 seconds, go.
50%.
Oh, I like those odds. I like that 50-50 split. I will take money on that.
It could go either way. Honestly, it could go either way. Right now, it's so much uncertainty. I mean, I think he obviously wants to stay in Toronto, but he wants to get paid.
Yeah,
and rightfully so. These people who say that he's not worth what Tavares and Matthews got, you're just being willfully ignorant now. You're not paying
because
attention.
He's not a name.
And he should be.
He absolutely should be.
Yeah, he was their leading scorer 2 years in a row. Oh, but that's because Matthews was injured. Well, I talked about that last week. It's like, yeah, so what? He's still one of your best players. If Matthews hadn't been injured, okay, yeah, probably Matthews would have been the leading scorer, and Marner would have been second.
That's even more of a reason to keep him, is for the sheer fact that Matthews was injured and he actually stepped up.
Yes, both times.
Yeah.
And he didn't have no John Tavares last season when he did it.
Nope.
So come on now. Come on. Let's stop being stupid here and actually be sensible. This guy is going to get paid, and he's going to get over 10 mil a season.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get over 10 mil, if it's like 9.5 mil, that contract's going to be heavily front loaded with most of that money being sinus bonus up front. Oh, very. Yeah.
I have one of those.
Yeah. Very, 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 very quickly too. By the way, more good news coming about the CBA. CBA. John Shannon, saying that of Sportsnet, saying that he does not see a lockout coming this fall.
John Shannon's a connected motherfucker too.
Yeah, he is.
Former NHL office guy. So.
Yeah, he's one of the better connected guys. Big thing though, I think there's going to be bits of trade off there. I think in order to get lower escrow payments, I think the players would probably agree to have like a cap on the term limit. They have term limits on their contract that are lower now, probably 5 years.
Which is probably better for them.
Well, most players don't get contracts longer than 5 years.
Yeah.
So the rank and file aren't going to have a problem with that.
No.
They're not going to have a problem with that at all. So, but one thing though, I do think will happen, that loophole with signing bonuses. You watch that slam shut real fast in the next CBA. This whole nonsense of $11 million is your annual cap hit. $10 million of that's going to be in signing bonus. No, I don't see that being completely eliminated, but I think you'll see like, okay, your annual cap hit is 10 million, so your signing bonuses can be no more than say 20% of that, so 2 million.
All right.
I can see that. Anyway, just wanted to throw that in.
What do you think about the good old Stanley Cup final?
Very entertaining.
I think so.
Rough for the Bruins D though.
Ooh,
Chara.
yeah.
But now there's talk that he might play tomorrow night with a broken jaw. And I
Okay,
was like,
so I mean,
Jesus.
true question right now. If you're a doctor, team doctor, or one of the training staff, and you go up to Zdeno Chara and you say, "Are you going to play tonight?" and his answer is yes, he's playing no matter what.
Yeah, that's every hockey. That's every hockey player, but Zdeno Chara, especially. Yeah,
My goodness.
I can't even begin to fathom that. I've never had a broken jaw, but man, I mean, I've had a couple of buddies who did, and there's just like, God, they don't know how they do it. They said no. They said they had their jaw wired shut. They said they didn't want to do anything. They just wanted to lay on the couch. They didn't want to
Sure.
do anything.
It's even hard to breathe
yeah,
at that point.
yeah.
I would.
mean-
I don't even know. I mean, I feel like it's my jaw's wired shut all the time. But
I don't know, man. That's oof.
All right. Let's get to it.
Okay, to it, and add it, and to it.
Haha, fuck you time.
Whee!
oh,
List edition.
List.
This goes and coincide with October 4th, 2006. On the October 4th show, we dropped the puck. Lauriston joined us. Talk about Lou Lamoriello's deal with the Devils. Mike Dolan joined us to tell us how the NHL FHM party went
ooh,
and some other things.
I remember that.
2006 to October 4th, 2006 started the 2006-2007 season.
Mhm.
Top 25 goalies on the board.
When the season started?
At the season's end, the top
Oh.
GAA.
Oh, okay.
Top Actually, you know what? That's too easy. Top 15 goalies on the board. Top 15 goalies on the board for GAA.
Ooh.
82 games surveyed.
I appreciate the pivot.
Yes.
I appreciate
to.
this pivot.
That was too big a thing. So let's go to the list.
Oh, God.
2006-07 goalie stats, at least 20 games played. That's important to some of these.
06, 07.
06-07.
Oh, God.
Johnny P, the honors.
Now we don't have to say what their GAA was. do
No,
we?
God, no,
Thanks.
Lyle.
No.
I am not.
Or I would be
sadistic.
like, okay, I can give you name, but not the number.
Lyle, I am sarcastic. I'm an asshole. I could be considered a douche, but I'm not mean.
No,
That's
you're
true.
not. That
Very
is
true.
true.
True
That is
statement.
true.
You're very
I
fair.
am
You're fair, but
fair,
firm.
Yeah.
if not a little fickle at times.
Yes. But you're never. That's true. You have never been mean.
I've never been mean, you
No.
fucking cocksuck. Anyway,
All the years that I have known you, you fucking douchebag, you have never been mean to anybody. And I say that with all sincerity, you dirt bag.
listen, we don't have the Maritimes for this, and we don't have the Maritime for you. Johnny, goalie.
You were decently mean to Sean Leahy last year when he couldn't
Kinda
figure out
was.
how to order his bacon and
Well,
beer.
everyone was because he's a goddamn idiot. Listen, I understand Trevor's trying to make you drink a beer that you probably don't want to drink, but him and Aiden have paired this together. They had
Don't forget
countless of minutes.
Xander.
Yeah, Xander's in the back cooking it up just to get him and Aiden have a tiff. It was a weird time in Dallas.
I'm gonna go with Martin Brodeur.
Board. He was third on the board. By the way, we go back to Vancouver where Johnny and I and Laura all saw a woman at McDonald's with an order box going through the drive-thru because the drive-thru was backed up.
I took a picture.
And Johnny, I found a picture, and you know what? It's beside me. So while you guys go through this, I'm going to have to find this picture and present it
Okay.
on the show.
All right.
All right. Okay. So you got the easy layup there, Johnny.
That was the easy one. He was third.
He was third.
Still.
That's kind of easy.
I'm gonna say Bobby Lou, Roberto Luongo.
Roberto Luongo, 7th on our board.
Ooh,
Yes.
good
Bobby
work.
Lou.
Chris is gonna go with Henrik Lundqvist.
Oh, good one.
Lundqvist, 9th on the board.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna go with shit. It just left me. Damn it. God damn it. I've already lost track of goalies. This is amazing.
This is your category too, man.
I know. What about Tim Thomas?
Sorry, no Tim Thomas.
That would have been a little early, I think. Yeah,
Yep, a little bit early.
a little early for him. I'm gonna say Ryan Miller.
Sorry, no Ryan Miller.
Oh. Ouch. Okay. It's gonna be like that, huh? All right.
Johnny.
Okay.
Roman Turek.
Sorry, no Roman Turek.
Oh.
To Lyle. Yes.
Lyle's like a seal right now.
Yeah.
Mika Kiprasov.
14th on the board.
Just
get it in there.
My teeth. Oh my god.
Just
When
get
you
it in
say
there.
Roman Turek, is it say Calgary Flames? As soon as I thought Calgary Flames, oh my god, Mika Kiprasov. So thanks for the assist, Johnny.
Hey, no problem. Chris
Inadvertent
is
as it
going to
may
go
be.
with Marty Turco.
Oh,
Marty
that's a good
Turco,
pull.
5th on the board.
Nice.
Mm.
Nice.
I'm going to go with Chris Osgood.
That's a good one.
Ozzy on the board.
Yes, nice one. Jay Shiger.
On the board, 6th.
Yes.
Wow.
Now we're going. Now we're
Just that
rolling.
easy.
Not
Just
Now
really.
that
we're
easy.
rolling.
What about
Oh, I got
Jose Theodore?
That's a good one.
Not on the board.
Oh, too
Not that
bad.
great.
Okay, I gotta say this to get out of the way. You guys mentioned him earlier in the show.
Leland
Rick
Irving?
Rick DiPietro.
No.
Ah.
I just had to say it.
Works for me.
Okay, I gotta think. Oh, I think I got one.
Johnny, it's your turn, by the way.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh,
Yeah, you pick-
no,
you
I
pick-
was waiting. For you,
so I thought Lyle was
no, I'm
thinking.
sorry.
He said Rick DiPietro.
Yeah.
2006. Patrick Waugh?
No, he was retired.
No, he was retired. Sorry.
Darn.
Yeah, he retired 3 years
To
before.
Lyle.
Ray Emery.
Sorry.
Oh.
Mm.
You know what?
Man.
I'm going to say it. I don't think I said it earlier. And is it going to be random? But Roman Czechmanic just dropped into my head.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Oh.
Good
Now that-
guess.
Now we're gonna go
But
off
no.
on a big tangent on Flyers goals.
Right, here we go. We get
Here we
a
go.
run on Flyers
Oh
goalies.
my Jesus.
Well, there's only 45 that we have to choose from. So.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Lyle?
Oh, we kid the Flyers because they suck. No, just their goaltending. Just their goaltending.
I'm going to say I don't even remember who won the Stanley Cup that year.
07?
Oh, okay.
Lyle?
Nikolai Habibulin.
Sorry.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
Damn it. Okay. All
Wow.
To
right.
Johnny.
Patrick Lalime?
Sorry. To Lyle.
Cristobal Huey.
Sorry.
Shit.
Chris would like to go with Steve Mason.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Sorry.
Oh, I think I might have one. Go ahead, Johnny.
No, God
Mm-hmm.
damn it. Who was that goalie? Thomas Vokoun.
Nice.
On the board, 13.
Yes, yes, yes. Nice one, Johnny.
I was trying to figure out who Nashville's right-handed catch goalie
Yes.
was, and that's why I said Roman Turek earlier.
Yes.
'Cause
Good
I
one.
thought that's who it was.
Oh,
Lyle.
okay. Chris Mason.
Board.
Yes.
What's on this list?
Chris.
Yes.
He went a
Chris, you
Mason
missed
too
it.
far.
As soon as he said Steve Mason, I was just like that. Boom. It's got to be.
Mm.
We got
Okay.
one,
Chris is going to go
two-
with Corey Schneider.
Sorry, no.
That's
I
way
don't think he
too
was in the
early.
Yeah, I
league.
think that's too
Yeah,
early.
that's way
I
too
think we
early.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goalies left.
5 goalies left.
You've
Okay.
named 10. I'm very proud of you all.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
Get it.
Johnny's
I
turn,
mean,
I think, isn't it?
We're making
It
We're making some good progress on this.
Yeah.
It is Johnny P's turn.
And we're still in 2006.
Actually, I think we have 6 goalies left. I'm sorry. 6 goalies left.
2006, 7, right?
2006
607.
607.
All right. Ole Kolzig?
Sorry.
Mm.
Lyle.
I know the Caps goalie was probably crap that year.
Okay, I think
For goals
he was-
against average, absolutely. Save percentage, he could have been up there.
Okay. Yeah, Dominic Hasek.
Board.
Yes, he was with
Oh.
Detroit then, right?
Yep. Number
Those are the years that I forgot
Two.
about Dominic Hasek's career.
right?
Yeah. Once he left Buffalo,
He was
right?
number 2. We still haven't got number 1 on this list.
Nope.
have we?
Number 1 is not on the list yet.
Wow.
Johnny.
David Abisher.
Sorry.
Ooh.
No.
He was quick to shoot
I
that.
stop you
down.
right there on that.
Trying
one.
to figure out who the hell the
What? Wait,
Avalanche
no,
goalie
no,
I,
is.
sorry.
I love a David Abisher drop.
Sorry, nope, sorry. Can't have him. Sorry. I'm trying to. Okay. I don't think there were any Kings goalies that were any good that year.
Kelly Rudy and his alternate Kelly Rudy.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
Evgeny Nabokov. San
Board
Jose
number
Sharks.
8.
Mm.
Number 8 on the board.
Okay. This
Chris
kid-
Four
is
left.
going with Vesa Toscala.
Board number 10 on the board.
Wow. Nice one.
That is good.
Nice.
That's a great
Yeah,
drop.
3 goalies remain.
3
Oh,
goalies
man.
left, and the number 1 goalie still on the board.
I will tell you the rank because it means nothing.
Okay.
Perfect.
Number 1, number 4, and number 15.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. All right.
Johnny, I think it's
Yeah. Johnny, go ahead. I'm
Me?
trying to think of team. Yeah, it's your go. Yeah.
Mm,
Trying to think of
that sucks.
teams that haven't named yet.
Mm. All right. 2006, 2007. What about Arthur's Urbe?
Sorry.
Damn.
Lyle?
Pascal Leclerc.
Sorry.
Oh,
Johnny?
no. Damn it.
Quoi?
No, I don't think this is the right year. I keep thinking of randomness, and I don't think this is the right year.
Hmm.
Oh, well, I'm just going to say it. Ty Conklin.
Sorry.
He was playing then.
He was playing, but mostly outdoor games.
I'm trying to figure out. I still have no idea who went to the Stanley Cup this year.
Oh, jeez.
I will tell you that when we get done. Lyle, go ahead.
Okay, I'm trying to think of Minnesota Wild goalies. Manny Fernandez.
Sorry. We'll do a last call on this one. Last call, last round.
Okay.
Johnny?
The Wild had a lot of good goalies.
Okay, so Chris is going with Craig Anderson.
Sorry.
I mean, I'll just pick the other Wild goalie I know then, Dwayne Rolson.
Sorry.
But they were such a
Uh,
good tag team.
That's true.
Yeah.
Lyle, last pick.
Well, 12 out of 15 is a good showing.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
I'm trying to think because Wild. We got to be missing somebody.
We're missing number one.
Lyle?
Backstrom.
Number one answer.
Yes! Sorry, my wife is sleeping upstairs. I probably just woke her up. Holy shit.
Number one answer on the board with a
Oh.
1.97 goals against.
Wow.
Niklas Backstrom.
Niklas.
So Niklas Backstrom was 1, Hasek
Okay.
2, Martin Brodeur 3, Mike Smith was 4th.
Oh, wow.
God, he's been around a while, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, he's like 37, I think. So
Yeah. There's
Turco
that.
5, Jaguar 6, Luongo 7, Nabokov 8, Lundqvist 9, Toskala 10th, Osgood 11th, Mason 12, Okun 13, Kiprasov 14, 15. Why you have to be so forgetful?
No way.
Ilya Brizgalov,
Ilya Brizgalov.
2.47. I will.
Oh, he was the Flyers goalie.
No, he was with the
it was
Ducks
the
then.
Ducks.
Oh,
The
all right.
Ducks and the Senators were in the Stanley Cup final. The Ducks won in 5 games.
The Ducks and Senators. Wow,
was
I would have
Jaguar,
never
yeah.
gotten that.
It was
Yeah.
Jaguar who took. That's right, because Brizgalov. Yeah, I think Brizgalov played the more regular season games. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
But it was Jiggy who took it over in the.
Well, no,
playoff.
I'm sorry. Jaguar played 56 games. Brizgalov
okay.
played 27.
Oh, all right then.
I will also give you Ray Emery because he was tied with Brizgalov for 15th.
Ooh.
So we
all
will.
right, that's
I will
another one on
pass-
the list.
I will give that. I will give that because it should be 15th and ties like golf.
Yeah,
Perfect.
All
I'll take it.
right. And 2 things I found while cleaning out my stuff.
We
First
did
off,
pretty well.
yeah, we did. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
First, I found the hey, keep our team in Alberta lottery card from 2004.
Wow.
And then Johnny,
Oh, no way.
six
Six
fries
fries
for
for $1.
$1, baby, at your Buffalo area burger thing.
Oh my God, we were so loopy when we pulled into that place, and then we look up and there's a sign that says 6
Here-
fries for $1. We're like, that
Here's the
can't be a good
timestamp
deal.
for it. The timestamp was June 20th at 7:33 a.m.
That's it. With us driving all night.
Yep, I was driving all night from, and this was in Buffalo.
That was on our way to Toronto, though.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
We had to cut through.
Chris
like,
said
up-
that
upstate here.
that was more fun. He wants more lists.
More lists. All right,
That
the
was-
people have
yeah.
spoken.
That was
List
fun.
will be a thing. I might have to think of these beforehand and print them out so it's easier for me to keep track. I
I'm
will
out at
do-
work.
Yeah, no, that'll go over well. Maybe during my overnight, sure. I'll just get a list of them. A list. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh boy, that's going to be the real deep dive.
Mm-hmm.
Top years of goaltenders with their number one goaltenders over the last 15 years. Go.
All right. From 2011 to 2015, these goalies had the best save percentage. Number 46 will blow your fucking mind.
Sean Avery.
Wow.
Oh,
Amazing.
man. Yeah,
All right, gang. Well, that was fun. Appreciate
that
it.
was fun. And yeah, thanks for
Will
letting
we,
me.
will we
thanks
have
for
a Stanley Cup winner? Would Game 7 be on that Wednesday? I think it is.
Is it? Yeah.
Yes,
it's-
game
it would have
7
to be,
next
'cause it's-
Wednesday. I
yeah.
think.
So we could.
Let me
be
check
looking
the
at
schedule.
7.
Because I think it's 2 days and they get 2 days of travel, which is the dumbest fucking thing. And then they get 2 days of travel, and then the 12th.
Yes,
will be
June
the final game.
12th would be game 7, Wednesday, June 12th.
Yep. So they play tomorrow, Sunday,
then
and
Sunday.
then the 12th.
God, I hope this goes 7 games.
You could get your wish the way this series been going.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a good series.
It has. It
Yep.
has.
And
Yeah.
I love the Craig Berube mind games. He's been fantastic.
Well, you notice all of a sudden Blues weren't getting as many penalty calls in Game 4.
Yeah.
Because they knew Craig Berube was going to beat the shit out of somebody.
He just has that look, doesn't he? He has that face that just says
Like
"I'm
all
gonna
the
beat shit
time.
out-" Yeah, that
his
just
resting beat the shit out of somebody's face.
Mhm.
his resting beat the shit out of somebody's face is scarier than my beat the shit out of somebody's face mind you, Johnny's beat the shit out of somebody's face would be scarier than my beat the shit out of somebody's face.
Amazing. All right, Lyle, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
It has as
and
always. Thanks for letting me
Good
vent
seeing
for
you,
10
Lyle.
minutes about my
Absolutely.
exploits with the Athletic.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's good. They don't
With,
listen to our
with a member of the Athletic, not the Athletic.
Yes,
as
a
well.
member,
Yes.
not the conglomeration of the Athletic.
yet.
The snake oil salesmen that are the Athletic. You're right, Lyle. Your words, not mine. Thank you, Lyle. We'll talk to you next week.
Talk to you next week, guys. Take care.
There he goes, Lyle Rich, InspectorsHockey.net.
We should
At
start our
Spectors
own
Hockey on
company
Twitter.
called Not the Athletic.
There we go. The unathletic.
Yeah,
We did it. We
perfect.
did it, everybody. The unathletic.
And then we could talk about like whatever we want to do because it doesn't
Essentially, yeah, anything, but anything that doesn't have to do with athletics.
matter. Right. Perfect.
And
And we won't charge people for it.
we might.
Yeah, it's true. $1.
Yeah, $1. What do you got for shout outs, Johnny?
I'll give a shout out to England. It was fun. Shout out to Phil and Anna and Michael. Oh yeah, it was a good time. I'll give it diss to the lady in Atlanta that works for Delta.
Mm.
You are an angry person.
Wow.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did not know that I didn't leave enough time between my connecting flights. Thank you for getting me out of Atlanta's airport and to Amsterdam. Also, a diss to the same lady for putting my luggage on the wrong fucking plane.
Mm.
It was only 24 hours late. Yeah, other than that, I'll give a shout out to the people I work with. They're fun. We've had a good week. It's been a trying week. I feel like I parachuted out of said plane into a minefield. But it's already Wednesday. And so this week has gone by quickly for me, even though I've been awake at 4 a.m.
There you go.
So, yeah, it is what it is. Maybe tomorrow I'll be like a normal human being.
Nice.
We'll see.
That'll work. We'll see how that goes, though. All right. Shout out to cheap goalie equipment. Boom. That's really about it. Just to this hot weather. Shout out to old photo finds. That's for damn sure. And that's it. That's all. We've done it. All right, we've done it for another week. Next week we'll either have Stanley Cup champions or the Game 7 deciding game. Who knows? Be fun. For Johnny P, I'm Scotty Waz. Take care of yourself and someone else. This has been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com, which is part of the Blown Network. Twitter.com/FOHS Radio, Facebook.com/FOHS Radio, and Patreon.com/Face Off Hockey Show. And fun newsletters. We'll put a poll up. Do you want newsletters? We go back to 1997. That's it. That's all. Guys, have a great week. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.
It's like the losers never win and the winners never lose. Like the best, it's far too hard to choose, so you let it alone. Put it back, come to another day. Looking around, you find another way. This is just